Hey, welcome back. My name is Dino. This video is on population and sample. It's going to compare the statistical concepts of population and sample. First, some definitions. First, for population, it's the collection of all individuals or items under consideration in a statistical study. A complementary and similar definition, but just to give you more definitions than less, it's the set of individual persons or objects in which an investigator is primarily interested during his or her research problem. So it's a set of individuals or objects that you're looking to study statistically. That is the population. In contrast, sample is that part of the population from which information is collected. Also, it's often only a set of individuals of that population observed. From this, you have an entire population. A sample is a desired subset of this population. Going to compare population and sample visually. Here's a visual comparison. On the left is an elongated rectangle with an entire population of red dots. There they are. On the right is just a sample of them. So they are the red dots that are encircled with the bluish purplish circle. So that is a sample of a larger population. One of the things that you have to think about when you're doing statistics is the idea of selective measurement. You have a narrow focus when you're measuring and you're doing statistics. These are from Ms. Italo. Always only a certain relatively few features of individual person or object are under investigation at the same time. Not all the properties are wanted to be measured from individuals in the population. Instead, this observation emphasizes the importance of a set of measurements and thus gives an alternative definitions of population and sample. From this, statistics do not observe all possible measurements. And then maybe it's just a really simple example. Think about demographics. We're all part of, race, color, creed, age, gender, etc., etc. Someone who's doing a statistical analysis of, people is not going to focus on every single possible metric and measurement. You're going to select a few of them. So from this, talk about a selective measurement. We're going to redefine population and sample. These are from Johnson and Bhattacharya and Isatella. So we need to redefine population and sample. From our previous discussion just now about selective measurement, a statistical population is a set of measurements or record of some qualitative trait corresponding to the entire collection of units for which inferences are to be made. A sample, in comparison, or from statistical population, is a set of measurements that are actually collected in the course of an investigation. So again, not all of them are collected and investigated. So again, population sample focus on only a selected few features, and we end up talking about the unit, the idea of a unit. That's the source of each measurement as a sampling unit, or simply a unit. Finally, give some examples to sort of show the different types of even population. Because you think a population is just a big group of people, but it's a little bit even more sophisticated than that. In contrast, a finite population and a hypothetical population. A finite is fixed. It's not an infinite population. It's like a fixed set of it. So you're not looking at all students, for example. You're looking at, say, the number of students at a school. Or maybe you could even have a smaller population where it would be just, 6th grade students or whatever else. So a similar finite population is library books. You're not looking at all books ever made in, the year 2024, or all library books everywhere. It's like probably a particular library book. Or, you can define your population in various ways. This is contrasted with the hypothetical population. It's more abstract and it arises from a phenomenon under investigation. For example, say if you have a light bulb factory, that's our example. If the factory uses the same equipment, materials, production methods, etc., future bulbs that are made in the future are a hypothetical population. They're not real and finite like the previous ones. And then from this, a light bulb sample from our current production line can be used to make inferences about the qualities of future light bulbs. So the hypothetical population is a future population of these light bulbs based on the current real population, which is the numbers made say during a day, a week, a year at a particular factory. As a result, the definitions of populations and correspondingly samples can change. That is population sample. My name is Dino. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to like this video if you like it. Please feel free to comment on it about the definitions used, the contrast of population and sample, the visual example given, as well as the various other issues raised. Finally, if you like this type of video, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. As always, thanks for watching.